Right, I think everybody's doing quite well, and no major mistakes or anything like that, which is a good thing, right? Yeah, but let's get on to a bit more detail, yeah? So I know a few people come to number one, I mean the preparation, no problems, yeah? And as long as you remember when you actually lift and bring your hands up, you imagine you're lifting the qi up to the level of your dantian, all right? And as you lift your heels, and then press down, yeah? Just remember the heel is not lifted by itself. It really is just because you are leaning a little bit forward as you raise your arms, that the body lifts the heels rather than you deliberately lift the heels, okay? So that's the two different things, whether you lift it or it's lifted, okay? So it is being lifted because your hands rise and then it comes down as your hand presses down, as your hands press down, okay? So that's the only things that you need to pay attention to, yeah? Good. And when we do this exercise, don't just think about raising arms and pressing it down. You imagine actually lifting this chi up on your hands. Gently press it down. And then drag the chi back. Okay? Sometimes we call this la di chi. It's as if you're connecting your palms to the earthly chi. Okay? So therefore, as you lift, imagine you're really lifting like a plate. Yeah? But this plate is like a ball of chi. And then you gently press down and then drag this chi in. Yeah? So you're gently like, as if you're rubbing like a beam, connecting the earthly chi. That's a little bit sci-fi, yeah, okay? But it's just sort of mental focus in a sense, yeah? It's a mental focus, how you feel like you're lifting the chi, and then you gently get it down, and then connect to your, what you call the earthly chi. And also, as you go, once you come down, you look forward, and as you go forward and lift your chi, you can slowly look down slightly, diagonally, yeah? And then as you rub, and you can look forward again, okay? But you don't dip your head, that's all you need to avoid, okay? Now, the next one is I notice a few people, when it comes to like Wang Gong, not either you're not pushing your bottom or you're doing this, okay? Now, what we're trying to do here is not leaning your body, is trying to push your hip. So therefore, your body should be naturally straight and allow the hip to push, but not leaning. Because once you lean, you kill that push on the hip, okay? So make sure as you turn toes, heel, push your hip. Leaning. Okay, because you can feel this. Once you lean, there's no push here. There's no tilting on the hip. You want to tilt on the hip rather than leaning. Once you lean, the tilt is gone. Okay? Yeah? So therefore, you can sort of, in a way like this. Straight. Push your hip. That's all you do, really. Okay? So there's no deliberate lean on the body. The body looks a little bit leaning forward because you push your hip, not because you lean. So it's very important. We need to have the slight difference in focus. Yeah? So turn, push. Okay, push. And also you can see that the front hand is a little bit higher, not level or low. It's slightly higher than your shoulders. Okay, so there is a little upward, sort of like slope on the front hand. And lastly, toes, heels. Okay, open, close. And then turn toes, heel, push. So don't think about the body, think about the hip pushing back. Okay, and then relax your hip, toes in, heel in. Okay, so yeah, and the arm not curved, extended. Yeah, and it's nearly straight, Yeah, and this one here also level with your yunmen. Yeah, like this. So it's more or less show the level really. Yeah, like this. And then normally it says the feet are like two rail track parallel, but it's not as easy. So if the back foot is slightly angled, it's okay, as long as it's not like too angled. It's still quite sort of parallel as you push. Okay, but keep the body, good. Stretch. Okay, so you could feel the stretch on the arms, on the chest, the tilting on the lower back, pushing of the hip as you do this. And your legs are natural, sort of straight really, not bending. All right? Good. Heel in, toes in. And also the sequence got to be clear. Toes out, heel out, and push. Okay? And heel, toes in, heel in. All right? So this is the first one. Okay? And so let's do that together, yeah? So this one here, you don't need to step too wide, because if you step too wide, then you have a problem. You would like keeping your legs straight, okay? So it's just about shoulder width will be enough, okay? Good. Right. Let's do the first one, separation. Down. Once more. First one. Toes out, heel out, stretch and push hip. Relax hip, toes in, heel in. Open, close. Toes out, heel out, push. Come back. Relax hips, toe in, heel in. Heel, toes, heel, push. Relax, come back, toes, heel. Once. Toes, heel, stretch and push. Remember, the body has to be naturally upright. Come back, toes first. Relax your hip, toes in, heel in. Relax. Okay, good. So this little sequence need to get used to, yeah? Toes out, heel out. Put the foot down, push hip. Okay. Relax hip, toes in, heel in. Because if you don't relax your hip or your lower back, you can't really turn with ease, yeah? So therefore, the first thing you need to do is to relax. Relax. Toes, heel. Toes, heel, but no. Okay? And then relax, toes, heel. Then to make the flow a lot more smooth. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay, good. Now, I notice everybody's doing quite well now, yeah. But make sure you, number one is the hand and the back, whichever side. Make sure you can see it's quite level. No. No. Yeah? It is more or less level with the shoulders. Yeah? More or less level with your shoulders. Like this. Okay? So no good. Like this. No good. Yeah? So remember. All right? No good. Good. More or less level with your shoulders. Okay? This is number one. Number two is the timing has to be together. Toes, heel starting. Pull. You can see put my foot down. My hand starting to separate and draw and pull as I push my bottom. So that works together. So no good. No good. Yeah, no good. So once you put your foot down, it's like a continuous movement of pushing the hip. Yeah? So there's no down and then wait and then push. No. Okay? So once you get to here, your foot slowly sort of before it peel up, this time is sort of gently roll down. Without stopping, you push your hip together. Okay? And the hands pulls as you push your hip too. Okay? So no sort of this. Okay? So it's a flow of movement. Okay? These are the two things I notice. All right? That we sometimes, a few people tend to do. Okay? Either it's too low. Yeah? Or sort of not coordinating. Yeah? No. So it should be turn, peel off, down, down. Okay? Down, down, push. It's like down and push at the same time as you stretch. Okay? So you look up slightly towards the top of your fingertips. Okay? This is called Wang Dui. Really, it's like eight treasures. Pulling the bow, really. Same thing, same sort of principle, except you're not really holding something. You're just stretching your fingers and pulling your elbows back. Yeah? But try to remember this is more or less level with your shoulders. And this one is slightly higher. Okay? Good. Yes, just one things I want to remind you. Preparation stance. We tend to have a little sort of intention of, because we are rising up and extending our arms, we have an intention of extending the arms too much like this. Yeah? Now remember, we're lifting the chi. You can't lift it, you lift it up. You need to use the hands to gently lift it up. So don't sort of like stretch like this. Yeah? You need to actually, as if you are relaxing a little bit on your arms. And then don't worry about the steps, yeah? Just gently like this. Turn, lift up the chi. Imagine you're actually gently, as if you're holding very nicely. Okay? So don't go like this. Give a little bit of support. Make sure it doesn't fall off. This will slide off, yeah? No good. Good. As if really scooping it up. Yeah? And then you gently turn and down. Sorry. Just be natural. Thumb's natural. Don't open it. Be natural. Imagine you're scooping something up like this. Yeah? Obviously, you don't have to scoop it up like this, but still have a little nice sort of a natural shape on your hands. Okay? as if you're really lifting it on your hands. Yeah, like this, not like this. Okay, good. So you're feeling, you're holding on, you're lifting on like, you know, like this. Do you know what I mean? This is, can you see it? Like this, yeah? Something in on my hand, lifting it up. Okay? If you go like this, it'll fall off. Yeah? So, again, it's all about mental visualization. You imagine you're actually lifting this chi up. And then you flip it over, and then you draw it back. Okay? Again, the steps. When we make a step, that's set on the next movement. So don't make it too big, a step. Then the next one, you have a big problem, because before you do anything, you're already so tight. Yeah? So the step just need to be about shoulder width. So that, like this, yeah? It tends to, I mean, like, there's always things that we say, what is shoulder width? Some people say that, like 明目功, sometimes in 明目功, it says the inside of the foot is with your shoulder, 肩颈. But I would say in this one here, it doesn't have to be that big. I would say maybe best to be 涌泉 to the 肩颈. Okay? This way, you don't actually have a big step. Okay? So this one here, just enough shoulder width. So that when you turn, you have nice relaxation before you tense. And then when you come back, you can relax and turn. But if you step too wide, before you do anything, you're already quite tense. So you can't really relax then. All right? So make sure the step doesn't have to be too big. Just about shoulder width. 涌泉, 肩颈. Okay? Not the inside like 明目功. Yeah? Okay? Good. And the other one is the extension. Imagine your fingertips are actually poking into the wall on the side. Okay? So don't go like hand giving something away. You imagine your hands is diagonal and poke into the wall, not flat like this. The shape of the hand should be like sort of a slightly elevated. Okay? So don't flatten it off at the palm. Okay? So from here, it is stretch, 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 stretch. You see? No? No. Yeah? Good. So it's poking it out. Yes. Poking. Okay? So you see my arm is quite extended. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's right, Penny. Yeah, good. Okay, like this. All right, good. So don't flatten it off or don't go like this. Extend nicely, as long as it's not locked. Okay, good. All right, good. Any questions? Nobody has any questions. Good. Okay, let's get on to the next one. The next one, 眼背. Yeah. Now, what we do here is really, again, we're lifting the heel. But the lifting of the heel, again, is not pushing it up. You need, although it is pushing up, but in your mind, you're imagining you're actually being lifted like this. So lift. Yeah? Okay? So in a way, although you're pushing your heel up, but that push turn into a lift from the back. Yeah? Okay? And also, the other, as we lift, we relax the head and look down to where? To the fingertips. Okay? So we curl the back because of the lift and dropping of the head. At the same time, feeling of poking into the ground. Okay? Good. Right? So this is the thing. Lift your back, lift your heel, look down, relax your head. You don't need to deliberately, just relax your head down and look at the fingertips as they actually poke into the ground. Yeah? Good. So your back is slightly curved. And then lower your heels, turn your palms, you squat down, step out, brush, and then again step out. Don't step out too wide. Just naturally touch down will be fine. Because again you will tense up. And then go forward and rise up. But remember this hand, maybe the corner angle, you can see my hand is about shoulder width. Don't go too high. Just about shoulder. And you can look at my legs are all straight. Front leg straight, back leg straight. The heel is lifted. But I don't bend like this. I lift. Okay. And then I sit back, put the heel down. I'm starting to imagine this is being pulled back. You're not sitting back, you're being pulled on the back here. So what will happen is like curl as you sit. Okay? So the hand is like, I don't want to go. Somebody's pulling me, but I don't want to go. I'm holding on to the bar. Don't pull me. Stop pulling me. Okay? So this is sort of the effect that is happening. Is as soon as you put your heel down, imagine the back is being pulled and your arms is gently stretched and your eyes look through the wrist. Okay? And then come down. Now I notice some of us going like this. No, it is just there. So you can see my arm is pretty straight down to the floor, as if we're stretching down to the floor. Like I sometimes say the meerkat, yeah? Press up and say, meerkat is like this, but we like this. Oh, what's happening there, yeah? So you press down and lift yourself higher to see what happened. But don't pull back like this. It's too much. It is, yes. Yeah, so in a way, you're stretching your front. Before, you're stretching your back. Your stretching is by curling it. Then it causes a curve and stretch your spine in a way, yeah? So it's like this. Yeah. Again, shoulder level, not higher, shoulder level. And then turn, press down and lift. Just like we did before, except this time it's pressing down. But make sure don't go too far back, slightly in front of your hip. Okay, as if your hand is more or less in line with your shoulders. As just, oh, what's there? Okay, good. Yes, so, yeah, this, and then press. Okay, stretch. Mm-hmm. It is natural, but don't sort of bend it for the sake of bending it. There's no bending there. You just naturally relax and then press, at the same time press and stretch.
First movements, then I left afterwards. I think everything was covered very thoroughly. But one small detail is the footwork. I noticed a couple of people, maybe it's difficult online, but when you turn, that front foot should be sideways, not corner. Okay, there were a couple of times I saw it was corner facing, that reduced the range of mobility you can turn, and should be, turned fully. And the back foot to turn as much as you can. Obviously, not parallel, but, the front foot at least should be turned a bit more. Sometimes maybe it was the way you stand, maybe kind of resulted. I don't know. But I noticed that it wasn't turned out to the side, 90 degrees, if that's the front. needs to turn about 90 degrees, okay? And but that, you know, the upper body's problem is associated with your footwork. Yeah. Okay. All right. But otherwise, I think maybe a small other thing is that when you do expansions and contractions, it's not just the hands moving by itself. It felt a little bit just, you know, hands moving, but no deeper expansions to the body.
Okay, so that's for the first one. Now the second one again, let's do that together, yeah? So remember we were parallel step. So again, I mean, like we're all like sort of done it for quite some time already, at least 2 years, otherwise you won't be here. Oh, some of yeah, just want to have a little go at them, getting yourself ready. That's good. Yeah, but those of you who've done it, just please remember not just simply doing the movements, but also the visualization in it. Okay, so get ready, everyone. So slowly look down, so rotate your hands forwards and lift as you jab. And then down, squat, step, brush, lift, down and pull, and press, come back, lift and jab, down, brush, stretch, curl, press, come back. Again, lift, down, squat, brush, stand up, curl back, press down. Back. Once more. Lift, down, step, curl, press, close steps as the last one. Okay, good. So you could see here, when you do this, at the end, you must, not at the end, as you lift, you have two feelings. One is the crown being lifted. The other one is the hand being pressing down. It's pressing down, yeah? So it's two sort of feelings. So don't go just like this. Don't be afraid to feel your hands pressing down a little bit more. So again, it's nearly straight, but not locked. But not bent, yeah? Extend it a bit more. So come down, extend a bit more as if you're pressing down to lift your crown. Yeah, fingers is pointing more or less forward. Yeah, good. Okay, pointing more or less forward, like this. Okay, you're looking through the wrist. Yeah, you can't see the hand. Oh, you can see the hand, but the back of the wrist. Yeah, not looking down. That's right. Yeah, looking down tends to be the 5 animal phonics. So you're looking between sort of this. Now, one other thing I want to very often is when we sit back, we tend to just curl the back. But we forgot the lower back needs to tilt forward as well to form a nice, sort of like a walk. Yeah? So don't go like this. Tilt forward. Okay? So it's like somebody's pulling here, but your shoulders and your bottom doesn't want to go. Okay? Like this. No. Not like this. Yeah? Because once you do like this, then you know you're leaning. You're not tilting. Okay? So when you go back, lower back, tail forward, back, curl back, and then look between your wrist. And then rise up, press down. A few places. Number one is when we do the curling, so don't just like collapse. Yeah? We're not collapsing. We are actually like this. We just slowly dip your head and curl your back slightly. But then because somebody is lifted, so your hand jump as well to form the curve. Yeah, form the curve. But don't collapse. Okay? So your body is still nice and sort of upright. But then slowly dip your head, curl your back as it lifts. Yeah? Not collapse. Yeah? So don't drop down to it. Okay? So it's just like this. Lift. Lift. Okay, good. And the hand is slight angled out. Don't go too close because then because it's already hard enough to balance. But with the hands going out slightly more, it helps a little bit to balance. Yeah? The hands is slight angle out. Okay, like this. And then come down, then straight away out. Step. Brush. Reach out. Now reach out here, same principle. You're not reaching forward. Okay? You're simply lifting your crown. Lift. The reason why it looks like you're going forward is because you move your weight forward and lift your back heel. So don't go like this, still straight, like this. Okay, like this. All right? So no good. Good. So from there, lift. But obviously do it together with the hands. Brush, lift. So it's a stretching here and then curling the back. And then stretch again, relax. Lift again, this way, not that way. Lift this way. Okay, good. So you feel the crown is lifting, dragging the back heel up. All right? Now I notice, I think Hannah doing quite good. But when you finished this, you just like letting go. Yeah? So still we need to control. Yeah? So when you finish, come back, nice and control. Don't let loose. Okay? So good. This. Okay? Suddenly you lose guard. And then just imagine suddenly you're holding on the chi, suddenly it all dispersed. Okay? So it's always in control. Relax. Or close at the end. Still nicely controlled. Mind. Okay? Good. So please pay attention here. Number one, no. It just lift, lift, lift. Not this. Okay? Lift and more or less at the same time. Okay? Then lift, not lift. Not going out, going up. Sitting back. Toes down, tail bottom, curl back, And then press, nicely controlled. Lift. And then come back, nice controlled. Step. Okay? Yes, sorry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a gentle sort of tension on the wrist of tilt. This. Just a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So in a way, although your back is pulling back like this, your back is pulling back like this, your bottom is still want to go forward, your arms still want to go forward. So you pull this to gently hold on to the two bars. Yeah? And then press. Okay? Absolutely. It's two opposing force. Is the back being pulled? David? Yeah, do this. Yeah. Okay. Stand. Yeah, pull back. Yeah. So you have a force. Can't get pull. But he say, oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. This is pulling forward. Oh, I don't want to go. And this one here, I don't want to go. Yeah. So I'm pulling and yeah, let's go there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So exactly that's the the actual feeling. Yeah. Really, the whole point of it is to get us into the actual position. Although we don't actually do this, but we're feeling like what you've seen just now. Angela's pulling David's hand to stop him from getting away, being pulled away from me. Yeah, by me. Like so. Remember, when you do this, you really just imagine your arms is actually gently stretching forward. Bottom goes out as well as you're being pulled back. What we do here is that we want to expand the spinal columns like a little prawn, to expand them a bit more, okay? To stimulate the energy meridians in the back, the dual meridians, yeah? So, but then as you relax on it, you gently stretch up, is then you actually open the yin meridians. You see? Okay? So you close the yin meridian and open the dual meridians. And then as you relax this, you stretch the yin meridians to allow the energy flow. Okay? And normally they call it, there's something called microcosmic circles. Yeah? Tends to be from the back, from the hui yin, the groin area, goes up to the back, and then goes to the front and down. Yeah? Naturally, the energy is supposed to be going up and down like this. No, up, both way up. So it's not a very natural way. So therefore, when we do this exercise, we tend to try to say that to create the micro cosmic cycle. That means that we try to guide the energy to go rise up from the back, down over the head to the front, and down to the front. Yeah? But obviously, these sort of a little stretches is create and allow the energy up and then allow the energy down. You see? Yeah? So that helps to stimulate the energy meridians just by doing this. All right? Obviously, a lot of other things physically, like your leg supports, your muscles, and your joint muscles and things like that do help as well. And your toes as well as you lift is a way of, a way of stimulating the energy flow on your toes. Yeah, sorry. You have, otherwise you lose balance. You have to, yeah. So a bit more practice to get the balance right, really. Sorry, mate. Yeah.
Yes, hi. I have a question about just remind myself because I'm not quite sure. When Master Lee told us about those 5 animals, he helped the double bull. You have to pull this way and also this way. Is that the case in this one as well?
What do you mean?
A double bow, so the shape is this way,
Yeah.
but also that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. And that's the reason why. What?
Is it the same?
It is the same, yes, of course, yes. So please remember this is the one then, yeah? Just remember those little visualization, stage through the postures, okay? Rather than collapsing and then lift. You actually lift and curl at the same time, yeah? And the hand pokes down. And then relax. Step. Lift, not go out. It's lift up. Curl back. Tilt. 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 Pull the shoulders. But don't raise it. Relax it. Okay? No, relax. Okay? So make sure to raise your shoulders. Make sure you keep the shoulders relaxed. Yeah? Okay? As you look through this. Like this. And then you press. All right? Good. Right. Let's get on to the next one. All right. Good. The next one is for you. Yeah? Okay? Are you ready, everyone? Good. So step. Circle. Up. Down. Circle. Up. Down. Circle. Up. Down. Once more. Circle. Up. Down. Hey, everybody's doing quite well, yeah? This one here, I think most people are doing not bad, actually, yeah? Now, the only thing I would say on this one here is when we actually circle, the hand actually start from sort of a waist level and then not necessarily to just the side. You can turn a bit more to slightly angle back. So it goes like a little curve. Yeah? And when you curve to the side or slightly back to about waist level as you step, but you go more like a diagonal up to the front and the back. Now, when you go back, it is slightly angled back as well. I say about 30, okay, degrees behind. Not to the side, but slightly behind, okay? About 30 degrees, I would say, yeah? Okay? The hand is sort of facing down and back, okay? Then you turn your head just to look slightly over. Will be fine. Front and slightly over, okay? Like this. And the only thing I would say is sometimes it's quite natural for us because this way, we turn the head and then tilt it up like this, yeah? We sort of try to keep the head sort of upright and turn, yeah? As much as you can upright, okay? Like this, all right? Now, don't forget here also the hip pushes, yeah? Push, all right? When the hand comes, step, as you push, you turn to look away from your hands. Okay? Then, when you circle, everybody does good quite well. The only thing is, don't look on the side. Look slightly behind, because then when you come up, you look up. Yeah? So when your hand goes to the side here, don't look at the hands. Look slightly behind. Yeah? And then imagine you're holding this chi ball. And remember the hip. Push to the other side as well as you curve. So you create a good stretch here. Yeah? Good stretch there. And then as you go up, you relax your hip, hold the chi ball up. Like this. Okay? Like this. Yeah? And then slowly press down. And again, visualization. Imagine you're guiding this chi from the top all the way down to your dantian. Okay? So a few things really. Number one, hand don't go up like this and across. Hand goes side, slightly behind, as if you're drawing like a lovely circle. Okay, nice and relax your arms. Diagonal, up, across, behind. Turn to look away, but keep your head as upright as possible. And then turn back, push your hip at this point, circle. Don't look at the hands, look slightly behind. With the peripheral vision on your hands. And then up. Imagine you're collecting this chi. Bring it down. And do the same way as same method. Swing your arms to the side and slightly back as you step. Circle across and up diagonally. Pass to the back. Look. Okay, good. Not sideways, slightly behind. Okay, and look sort of straight with a little bit across. But keep the head as upright as possible. And then turn back, hold the ball. Pull your hip. Look past the hands, slightly behind. Imagine you're holding this ball. Bring it up. Press it down. When you press it down, feel the chi coming down. And this is how we connect the body with the mind. And connect the chi with the mind too. Okay? Good. Any questions? Yes, Angela.
At the very beginning, as the weight's sinking,
Yeah.
we're turning,
Yeah.
and then as the hands go out, we step.
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that the cause?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. In fact, why we go back slightly is really just to make the flow more smooth. Because you're sinking, you're turning. It's no good to go like this, isn't it? So it is more comfortable. Turn. Slightly behind. Not too much, but and then circle across, up like a little diagonal. Now remember this hand, the top hand is slightly higher than your shoulders. No, slightly higher, the top hand. Okay, slightly higher than your shoulders and look away. Okay, push your hip, look away, hands. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So you see that brings the flow together. Flow, you see? Flow. From here, flow. Flow. Yeah? Higher. A bit higher. Slightly behind. Sideways. I would say 30, no more than 45. Okay? And then you just turn your head back to look away. Doesn't matter how far you can look. Normally it's at the front, slightly away. Okay? That's all you need. Okay, good. Now I've noticed a couple of things you may need to pay attention to. Number one is after you finish off this way, let's say, yeah? You go, I noticed like John, can you see the arm is like 90 degrees angle. No angles. Okay, still nicely rounded, although it's not as far as the hand. Make sure don't bend it like this. Keep it nice, slightly in front of your head is okay, but make sure the arm feel like a nice sort of roundness in it. Okay, second one is Christelle. Your lower hand, no, it's about the level of your hip and waist. Yeah, so don't get it too low or too high. It's about waist level. Okay, this one is nice and rounded. This one is no lower than your hip, really. And then you come up. Imagine you're holding this chi. Look at my arms. No. It is nice and rounded as well. So bring it into roundness. Yeah? Okay, and then slowly press down. All right? So I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so these are the things. So recoup this little movement. Number one, about waist level on the side, slightly behind, and then go up diagonally to just over the shoulders or slightly behind, higher than your shoulders. Turn your head and keep the head as upright as possible. And then hold the ball, push your hip here. Hold the ball, push the hip. Remember the top there, no angles. Nice and round as this, not lower, just about waist, no lower than the hip. And then come up, imagine you're holding a chi ball. No, nice and rounded. Press down. Imagine your chi comes down and all the way down to your dantian. Okay, good. Okay, good. Next one. Toes out, hands up. Squat. Come to the front. Up. Lift. Close. Point. 大包. Again. Lift. Poke. Relax. Yeah, everyone's doing well. This one is not too difficult. The only difficult part is squatting. So I think most people can squat. That's not a problem, all right? But if you can't, for example, if you were teaching your students, if they can't squat, it's best ask them to keep, not to try to lean in order to make it look like they're low, yeah? So open up. If they can't squat, then they just go like this. Slightly lean forward as if you're only reaching out to the water is all right. And then bring sort of lotus flower and then slowly come up and open. Yeah? Okay. Now, I know some of us tend to be a little bit delay on this posture. For example, we go down here, we bring the hands to the front, and then as we come up, we slowly extend. Imagine that lotus flower expanding, but don't leave it like this. Yeah? You need to relax your wrist. So from here, come up, expand, relax your wrist. So you can see the wrist is starting to relax. So when it gets to here, it becomes like this, rather than still like this. Yeah? So come to here, you're starting to relax as if the fingers is coming up, rather than the palm is coming up. Okay? So it's the timing of movement. From here, rise. Imagine the hand starting to open, relax your wrist. You see? And then go up at a small angle, about 15, no more than 30 degrees. Yeah? And then reach out, but once you can't reach any further without locking your hands, then you're starting to lift, isn't it? But no, don't bend your fingers. Keep your fingers naturally extended. And the hands is quite flat, as if you're holding a plate, 2 plates. Don't let them drop, okay? So it is more like flat. But then I notice some of us go like this. Yeah? It's like you need to sort of slowly relax your wrist again, as if you're gripping, surrounding up the chi, before you gently guide them down, all right? So no good. And then like this. Can you see? So you need to sort of relax your wrist a little bit as you come down your heel. So it's like this. Round back. See here, slightly inward, relax. And then press. Imagine you're using your hand to press it down. Not just like closing down, if you know what I mean. All right? So it's quite an easy movement, but this little detail, sometimes it often happens because we don't know what we're trying to visualize. Okay? So imagine this here, it is blossoming. You're not lifting it up. It's just the flower is blossoming. You see my hand? Good. No good. Yeah? Relax it. Okay? Slowly let the wrist straighten as you extend. Okay? That's it. So go up, straighten. When you get near to the end, you lift, but then round the wrist back. Come down like this. Imagine you're guiding this chi down, not just flip it down. Okay? And then come down to here, and then go around and just simply use your fingertips to poke. And then you need to have a little, okay? Oh, yeah. Okay, you need to feel that. Don't just come down and just press. Give it a little gentle, sharp poke, yeah? Inwards. And then just relax and start again. Right, okay, good. Now, just one last thing, get on to the next one. When we reach out, you see my hand is like this. So don't open them, yeah? So it is putting the hand sort of pointing straight. So from here, you are actually jabbing into the center and then put them together as if you go under the lotus flower. Okay? Like this. And then bring it out and roll on the heels. Yeah? Like this. Before you rise up. Okay? So from here, no, not like this. Okay? Jab in under. So in your mind, you're reaching out into the pond under the lotus flower, and take it up. Okay? So it's jabbing inwards and into the pond under the lotus flower. Take it up, admire it, rise up. You see that there? Relax, lift, collect, down. Poke, down. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, good. I think, again, this is quite an easy movement, except the hands needs to be not too big. I noticed some of us getting very big, yeah? So this one here, go straight forward. Watch me first, yeah? So, lift the heels, turn and come back down, yeah? The next one here is, imagine it starts from the shoulder blade, the scapula, and then all the way to the arms, to the fingers. It's like using the little finger to direct that rotation. But starting from the scapula to there, you don't need to go really massively big. You just need to open just about this. And then you go forward, flex your knees, draw the hands down, starting to do the actual worm-like movement on the spine. And then open. Open. You can look up slightly. And then down, keeping your legs nice and straight. But before you do anything, you tilt your head up. So hopefully we can get about 90 degrees out of here. And then you need to slowly, now some of us, I noticed, is dropping the head first. The head is the last bit to drop. It's not really simply just dropping. You're actually starting from the coccyx. 1. And then lift, and then the neck relax. And imagine all the weight transfer to the fingertips. And then press back down, lift your head. Flex your knees, come back up. Okay? Same thing. Feel like you're starting from the scapula. Rotate by the little finger. And then just don't go too far back, too far out. Just diagonally up, forward. Flex your knees slightly, come back, swing, down, lift your head. And then starting from the coccyx to neck, fingertips, and then back out. Then relax, come up. Okay? So no need to go massively as you're doing butterfly. Okay? You are not doing butterfly swimming. Similar, but not that exaggerated, yeah? But you need to visualize it starting from the scapula, lead by the little finger, then go forward, swing it forward, come into here, flex your knee slightly, come to your waist, swing, down, lift, then the coccyx, work all the way up to the neck, fingertips, and then down. Flex knees, come up. Second one, again. This, yeah? Scapula, little finger, and then swing. Down, lift your head first. Then hold it there, starting to work on your lower back. All the way up, then relax your head onto your fingers. Come back down. Once you come down, you lift your head up again. And then flex your knees. Come back up. Okay? Which one? Yeah. The elbow should be straight really on that point there. From here, yeah? It is here. Little bit, still keeping it as straight as possible. So don't flex it. The only time you really flex it is when you come up. Yeah? So that it doesn't really put too much stress on your back, that's all. Okay? So try to be here. Relax. Up. And then flex. Rise up. Okay? Try to keep the legs straight as you curl your back, your spine up like a worm. Oh, yeah.
I haven't been flexing the elbows, I've been curved.
Yes.
And then wrist into neutral and then coming back.
Yeah.
But when you come up, you
Yeah.
withdraw and then press.
It really is sort of like, relaxation. So, one, relax it. Relax it all the way. So, in a way, it's transferring energy to the fingertips. So, it's soften it, really. Soften it. One, just relax. Don't bend it too much. Just soften it. And then down and lift. And then come back. Relax your knees. Okay? But don't go like this, yeah? Yeah, that's it, yeah? Okay, just soften. That's all you soften and press, okay? But that needs to be like a ripple. Don't do it by itself. It should be like all the way to the neck and then the elbow and fingers, okay? All the way to the neck and then elbow and fingers, okay? Everybody's good. One or two people like Tim. Remember, you were just the same as Sally-Ann. Is from here, there's nothing happening there as if that's nothing to do with the body. Yeah? Make sure you need to try to ripple it through to the fingertips. See? As if you ripple it through and press down. So transfer the energy. Yeah? That's it. So that shows you're actually relaxing as well. It's not just like this disabled, as nothing is happening to here. Yeah? You ripple it, just a small ripple, and press down. Okay? Even if it's a tiny bit, but you need to feel the ripple effect all the way to your fingertips and ends back onto the palm. Yeah? Good. And don't forget the neck as well. So once you're here, up, 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 up. Relax your head. And then press down. Okay? Good. Any questions?
On the way back up,
Yeah?
the eyes just stay looking forward.
You can just be natural. Yeah. I mean, look ahead. Yeah. You need to look ahead ending. Yeah. Because, I mean, you look ahead really is how much you can lift your head, really. I mean, I'm quite fat, so my neck is not as easy to lift. People can look at you right there. I can't. Yeah. So from here, you look up sort of like this. So you keep it like this. Okay. Just be naturally looking forward. Don't try to find somewhere to look. Yeah. Just tilt your head, look forward, and then flex your knees, come back up naturally. Okay. Because that's the end. You want to be controlled, but yet not stiff. Some people control is like stiff, like we do now. A lot of people, you say, control, yes, it's all about control. So they become like very controlled, but you know they're very stiff. It's like they just, sometimes some parts is relaxed, as opposed to some parts is a little bit tight. That is control. Some people sometimes get the wrong idea. Control, yes. Oh, control. You know, so relax, yeah? Flex. Okay, and then at the end, close step. Okay, get on to the next one. After we finish, left foot comes back, yeah? And then we open and relax your elbow. And then imagine you're drilling out into both walls. Okay, drilling out into both walls. Yeah, so by twisting the right thumb, the left thumb down and back. And then the right thumb up and back. Okay, good. And obviously try to keep the arms as level as possible. Sometimes it's strangely our arms not necessarily totally level, unfortunately. That's human. Okay, so let's do that together, yeah? So raise your arms flex your elbows, turn the thumb and push your hips. Yeah. And then relax your elbows, relax your hip, and then extend again and push the hip. Okay. Relax, push, relax, push. Okay, good. Relax your arms and your hips. Right hand goes up, left hand goes down. Oh, sorry, right hand. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, yes. That's the right hand, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Sorry, yes. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Keep getting a have a change, yeah. So, yes. So it is right, yeah. Left hand, push. You can turn your head slightly and look to the corner. Yeah. And then relax your hip, relax your hands. Try to go into the center line. Push and turn your head slightly. Okay, good. Now at this point here, Laura, don't go sideways, go up and stretch a bit more. Yeah, good. So your hands is more or less in line with your shoulder joint, not out like this, yeah? Good. So the fingertips is more or less, yeah, close to your 肩胛. Yeah, good. And yes, that's it. Let me just see, yeah. So this arm need to be quite straight, not curl like this. Stretch it. Straighten your elbows. That's it, yeah. Okay, good. Excellent, yeah. Okay, relax for a second, yeah. Now, everybody's quite well with this posture anyway, so there's no major problem. The only problem sometimes is how extended your arms are. I noticed one or two people, very often is we can extend the lower hand quite well, but we can't extend the top hand. It tends to sort of like this way or this way, yeah? So you need to feel as you push up. You need to have tension. Let's say we start with the right hand, yeah? With feeling the shoulders being pulled down as you push your palm up. Okay, so that you don't sort of like this, or just like this. Straighten your elbows. And don't forget, don't go out. It is, fingertips is more or less in line with the shoulders. Okay, not out like this. Then it'll come down past the elbows. No, a bit, yeah? And then your head just simply turns slightly to opposite the top hand. Okay, good. Now, begin with, we raise the hands, don't we? And then we push to the left, but we need to drill the hands. So in order for that, we relax the elbows, but as we relax, that triggers the rotation. Don't wait for it, yeah? So don't go like, and then go up, yeah? So it is a very slow rotation as we fold or flex the elbows. Don't wait for it to bend and then just go like this, yeah? So it is more like, say, rotate, can you see? And then push as you're carrying on. Extended, yeah? So jab and drill like a drill. Drilling in, zzz, 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 yeah? That way, make a bit of sounds with my drill, yeah? Okay, good. So please remember, once you relax, your hands starting to feel like turning. And then as you go, you push your hip as you drill. And then relax as you come back, starting to rotate. Look, rotate, rotate. You don't need to worry about which way it goes to where when you come back, because it's a transition. It carries on. So when you finish, obviously, normally we would have probably just come back to this pause position and then we carry on to strike. But it will be difficult if we carry on like this. When you teach, maybe you want to do it like that. For example, like here, relax. You say relax and slowly turn. Push. Come back to both hands sort of facing down and then push the other side. Okay, but when we actually do it as continuous movement, then you don't really worry about stopping anywhere. You just gently drilling, drilling, and drilling. Okay, so make it sort of like a little flow of movement. Okay, and so all you need to remember is you need to flex your elbows. Just not bending too much. For example, not like this. Yeah, you just need to sort of relax it and then drill. Relax it, drill. Relax it, drill. Okay? And then, yeah, relax and push to the right. Or to the left, sorry. To the left, to the right, to the left. Right. Okay? So this is the only things that I noticed, but everybody's quite well. All right? It's just need to sort of coordinate that little rotation rather than come in and then turn. Okay? As soon as you relax, you're starting to turn. For example, you go left down, right up, left thumb down, right thumbs up, push. Okay? Relax, drill. Relax, drill. Okay? Good. And then push. Push. Make sure no. Good. No. Good. So here you must have this feeling. Number one is pushing up to the ceiling. You really feel like you're pushing up to the ceiling, not diagonal. Yeah. Push up, push down. It's like you're connecting heaven and earth. Okay. That way, you will know that you're actually extending your arm to touch the ceiling. Yeah? Very often it's when we raise the hands, very naturally, we just think like, oh, it's raised. But we're not just simply raising the hands. We're actually pushing to the ceiling, push down to the floor. And at the same time, there's another force, which is the push. But remember, the body is still quite relaxed with the crown slightly lifted. That's all you need to think about, yeah? And then come back, same thing. You want to push to the heaven, push to the earth, push your hip, and lift your crown, okay? And look slightly to the side, away from the top hand, okay? And then same thing here. Push, 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 push. Okay? Keep the body nice and relaxed and upright. So don't lean with it or whatever. Okay? But you need to feel the hip is being pushed and this being pushed. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. Yeah? Okay? Good. I think everyone's doing very well. Yeah? The only thing that I notice is timing. The timing and also the little kick as well. Not 100% clear about what we're doing. Now, remember, let me show you first, yeah? So we turn, squat down, step, brush, and go forward, move forward, yeah? Now, when you get to here, brush, open, we actually lift the toes up like this. Not like this, yeah? So that means that when we get to this point, or now I'm actually breaking it down, so therefore my arms is dangling sideways. But what we're doing here is this. 1, 2. And then as we flick the knee forward, kick. Okay? Yeah, at the same time as the hand goes up. Okay? Goes up. But I notice some of us do kicks like this. Yeah? Kick. No, it actually goes from behind. And then move the knee and kick. Behind. So when we actually lift the back foot, the back toes is already stretched quite straight. Not like this. Not like relaxed. Stretch. Ready to go kick. Okay? So once you lift your toes, stretch it. And knees forward, kick. See? Yeah? So the process start from lifting the toes from behind. Okay? But watch the steps again. 1, 2, 3. Then 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So when we actually do the hands up to here, it is slightly in front, but not too much. Just a little bit in front. And what we do here is we kick hands in front. But then when we tilt the toes up, we have a little sense of pulling the wrist and the arm back as we tilt the toes up. Okay? But at the same time, the chin feels pushing out. Okay? So this way here, we're actually working on the neck as well. All right? Good. And don't forget, eyes channel upwards towards the center under your eyebrows. Okay? So this is all done together. All done together. Toes in, arms back, chin out, eyes up. All at the same time. Yeah? So kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Kick. And then come back and close. Okay? So the step again, watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Good. But when we do the kick, you don't need to use too much force, but you need to feel like you're actually tapping something. Okay? So what we're trying to do here really is to stretch the toes a little bit more. That's all. But you don't need to kick hard, but you don't need to lift up here and kick. Yeah? So start from the back, and kick. And the back, the toes already stretched. So already halfway in the line of kicking. Okay? Good. And also here, the arms, some of us go like this. When they pull back, now the hand is quite sort of extended at this point. Some people go, when they go back, they go like this. No good, yeah? Not like a monkey, all right? So make sure, and when you're here, you pull back. It's still nice and round. Okay, good. This, no. No good. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good question from Sally Ann is when you rise up, do you go your hands facing down and then turn it up? I don't think you need to. You just simply go gently like this. I think is more like a little come up and brush. That's all. So roll back and brush, and then kick. How shall I put it? It is, you could say, like, because when we finish off like this, yeah? Finish off like this, we always obviously have to, because it's a rotation, that you don't need to sort of face it up and then turn. It is a rotation. So it's the same thing here. It is a rotation, but start from different places. Because this one here is already facing back. So when you actually go up, it's naturally turn and rotate to make it smooth. So go up and rotate. But it's not like up and then turn. It is a rotation. You see? Yeah. And go forward. This time go forwards. Yeah? Because the hand is here this time. So with here. Yeah? So we just simply go turn. Yeah, and still the same principle is not like a out and this. It is more like just like, it's more like a flow. It swing out, roll in, kick, and come back. Okay, yes. It is a slight sort of a tap. It is still slight tap. But don't suddenly go like, ah, you know, as if somebody's groin you're aiming at, you know. Make sure it is still nice, but at the end you need to feel boom, that sort of feeling. You know what I mean? Yeah, like this. So you still have that boom, boom. Yeah? But it's more to do inside rather than outside. You could feel that. Yeah? Yeah, very gently. The feeling of tap, oh, sit. Yeah, but rather than really go like the World Cup, yeah, football, yeah. So it is still with a sudden got a boom, stop. But it's more towards the halfway line where you're ready to flick up. Where do you flick up? Is when it's come past to here and then kick. Yeah. Don't do it slow and nice and soft. You still have a little bit of boom like this. But it is more feeling from you rather than an abrupt and powerful from seen by others. Yeah, but you still fit. Yeah, see, Duncan, you see that there? You didn't actually stretch your toes. That's why you found your kick's not very effective. So remember, 1, 2, stretch. Da. You already stretch. Feel the stretch on the toes. Yeah, feel the stretch on the toes. And then lift and kick. Yeah? That's it. Yeah, you need to feel the stretch. Yeah? So it's more like you're stretching it like this. Stretching it. Yeah? So you need to, what we call is extend the toes. Back, look, stretch back. So when you move forward and flick, and then toes. Yeah.
I'm looking at the pictures on here.
Yeah.
The knee bends as a toe goes forward.
Yeah.
And then stays bent as you flex the foot.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes. But some people like to sink a little bit.
Flexing.
On touching in.
Yes.
Yeah, flexing. So tilting the toes, tucking the toe in.
You can sink a little bit.
You sink a little bit, yeah, because it's quite natural, you know. Once you pull it back, you sink a little bit, yeah. So from here, bam, and then you see, feel like you're a little.
The knee's already bent anyway.
It is, yeah. When you kick,
When you come through here.
yes, because you can't walk up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to still flex your knees. Yeah, come forward, Slowly, yeah, like this. Tum. Can you see? Tum. But don't make a point of lifting your knee. You just swinging your knee forward and kick. The only thing you must not to do is to scratch the floor. That's all. So some people lift their knees, kick, then it dissolves the whole point of it. Yeah, we want to, in a way, it really starts from the back to the front. The knee actually does lift slightly when it comes past. Otherwise, you scratch the floor. But it's not the action of lift the knee, please. No, you just lift because you want to kick. Yeah? Okay? So don't make a point of lifting the knee. Kick, no. You just swing the foot out. The knee actually naturally lift, naturally, to avoid scratching the floor. That's all. Toes out. Yeah, that's it. So it's like this.
Yeah, it looks like a football kick from behind.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, come. Yeah. Hold this. Yeah, like this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like this. Put it down a bit. Yeah, put it down. Yeah. So forward a bit. Come down. Get down. On your knees.
On my knees.
Yeah. Yeah, like this. Yeah. So it's just like a bit too high, a bit lower, a bit lower. Yes. Okay. Good. Like this. Yeah. So it's just like this. Boom. Can you see? Boom. 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 Yeah? Boom. Can you see? So remember, this one here is about trying to feel what you're trying to do. You actually lift the back toes, ready to kick. And then, boom. The knee did not lift. The knee go forward and swing. If you know what I mean, yeah? But I know it's one or two people. They lift the knee and then kick out. No. Okay? So please remember, from the back, knee out and kick. So that once you start forgetting about the lifting knee, then your kick will be forward and kick. Okay? I hope that makes sense, yeah? How high? Just about the knee level will be fine. You don't need to be too high. So don't kick too high, yeah? Just about the level of your, well, really the shin. Yeah? And then, toes. That's better, Penny. Okay, good. So come up, boom, look, okay, and pull the arms back, but just remember, no bending. Pull it back vertically, horizontally at that height. Okay, but you do find when you come up like this, your hands is quite, the wrist is quite relaxed. But then when you pull back, you can do like what you did before. Tilt your wrist a little bit more, but no bending elbows. Tilt the wrist a little bit more and pulling it back, but no bending elbows. Wrist, first, after. Slight tilt on the wrist to give a bit of strength, really. But pull it back, not bending. Okay? When you actually lift your foot, don't lift it like this. If you're doing a bird flying, yeah, in Wu Qin Xi, you just need to relax your knees, okay? Relax your knees, but stretch your toes. Stretch your toes, but relax your knees. Don't stretch out, relax it. So that ready to go and flick out, okay? Good. Not stretch, and then come forward and click, kick. Okay, so please pay attention to this. Just relax your knees. Don't bend them deliberately. Don't straighten them deliberately. Just be relaxingly on the knee, but stretch the toes. You see, my knees is quite relaxed. It's my toes. Then I just simply move forward and kick. Relax your knee. Don't think about bending. Don't think about stretching. Just lift it off the floor. Stretch your toes. Da, kick. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. Okay? Good. Now this one, no major problems, but there's a few places you just need to change your habit, really. Now, number one, when you actually move your hands back and push your hip out as you lean backwards, keep looking forward. Not look up, look forward. Okay? Yeah. So just hold your head back, hold your head a bit stronger so that it doesn't tilt back to look up. You just need to look forward, yeah? Or slightly diagonal up if you want, but not looking up, yeah? And then rise up and then go down, no problems, yeah? But then when you come down to the side, to here, don't move your arm out forward. Try to keep it more or less vertically in line with your shoulders. And then you turn your waist and lift one up. And then relax it back. Now at this point here, your arms should be relatively relaxed. Don't freeze it yeah? And that's what earlier when you do this same thing. Yeah, the other one is you want to ripple all the way to your fingertips. But this one here, you're turning only your waist. So your arm doesn't really do anything much until starting to rotate, yeah? So when you get to this point, keep your arms relaxed. Vertically, more or less vertically in line with your shoulders, not like this. Vertically in line. And then turn. When you turn, your shoulder turns and you lift your hand up. Yeah? And come back down. And then rotate. Now, as here, it should be again more or less shoulder width. I noticed a few people is quite narrow. Should be about shoulder width. Okay? About shoulder width. So like this. And then not in front, but vertically. As you turn, make sure your shoulder turns with it, but your hands just stay relaxed. And you turn your head to look to the side and then come back down. The next one, bring the hands back to back and come up. Now when you come up, don't go too far out because it's here. So when you come up, you more or less stay in vertical line and raise your hands up to where? What we say is your thumb is more or less in line halfway. This is your sternum, your solar plexus. This is your belly button. Your thumb points halfway. Okay, so your elbows is not totally flat. It's to still be slightly less than flat, even, because your thumb is pointing at a point called 中脘 point. Solar plexus, 膻中 气血 中脘. Your thumbs is more or less pointing at 中脘. Yeah? And then come back down. Obviously, touch. Bring the hands up. Belly button. Wipe along the belt channel. Push the hip or push the weight and the hip out. Lean back and look forward. And then up. Slowly relax. And then bend forward to about 90 degrees. But make sure the arm's not going out. It's vertically more or less in line with your shoulders. So first left, then right, left, right, yeah? Turn your waist, lift your elbows or shoulders, relax your arms. Turn to look to the side where it's lifted. Come back down. This is shoulder width. Hands up to about 中脘. And then down. And same thing. Okay, and then down. All right, so these are the little points that you need to pay attention to. Okay, at the end, when you finish, you just drop your hands and close your step, your left step. Okay, good. Any questions? If not, go through that again. No. Your thumb is here, yeah? You need to come down slightly. Yeah. Yeah, slightly higher and then come down. Yeah? Okay? So your thumb is more or less 中腕. So it's still slightly higher than that means that you still need to go back down and cover it. Yeah? So go down and cover. And you can see here, my hand is not like this. It is still slightly lower. So really, the wrist is about the level of your 膻中穴. Okay? And then come down, cover. Unless your belly button is very high. Okay? Otherwise, you should still have some more room to go down and cover it. Okay? So you're dragging the chi up, down. Okay? Up, down, open, or close, in a sense. Okay? Good. Yeah. Now, come up first. Yeah, and then come down. And then, yeah, that's it. And then carry on. Okay? Which hand? It doesn't have to. Close enough will be fine. Just close. Yeah, have to be close enough. Okay, just close. Up to here, 中腕. Yeah. So 膻中穴. And then come down, cover, and then, okay, good. Now, again, it's very simple, yeah? Again, this is something that needs visualization, that's all. The movement is so simple. When we raise the arms, yeah, both palms are facing down. But then we're going to lift and turn the arms, angle them, like starting with the left diagonal, up, right diagonal down to about 45 degrees, yeah? At the same time, we turn to look at the top hand. Okay? Keep that sort of 45 degrees. Now, whether the body leans slightly, you can lean a little bit, but it's not like you just simply go like this. Yeah? You can lean slightly, but not too much. Okay? It's more to do with the arms going up and down to 45 degrees. But after you squat, then your mind starting to think from the middle finger, there's a little ball, rolls down here, all the way to the other one. Okay? And that's why you just need to take your time, all right? So from here, up and down, 45 degrees, turn your head, squat down, and take your time. Slowly imagine your eyes follow the ball going down the arm, and when it gets to your sort of shoulders and starting the chest, you just simply turn your head to the other shoulder. And then feel the ball rolling from that shoulder down to the tip of the middle finger. That's all you need to do. But at this point here, both arms is like poking into the corner. Okay? And then up, turn both palms. Yeah? And then up, down, starting the same process. Take your time. And then up, turn. Okay? So it's quite easy. The only thing is sometimes we don't notice the arms is being curved. Yeah? We want it to be nicely extended. So it's like poking into the corner. Okay? And then up. Okay? Still turn and poke into the corner. So it's sort of like 45 degrees across the body. Okay? That's all. It's quite simple. Yeah? But remember the visualization from the middle finger all the way down the arm, past the chest, and then to the other shoulders, and all the way down to the fingertips. Okay? Just make sure you don't go like your head. Yeah? No. It's just still the same thing of turning like this, except it's slightly angled. So it comes down, and then just turn the other side. So no deeping. And then follow. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Any questions? This is quite an easy movement. Which one? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So it is more or less like a straight line on the arms, yeah? No, not really any flex on your elbows, okay? It's more or less nicely extended before it's nearly locked, okay? But it's not totally locked. It's nearly locked, okay? But not like this. It's nicely extended, okay? Starting from the top, just work your way down, obviously bending your knees as well, yeah? So 1, 2, 3, 4, then up, turn, down, roll, up, yeah, up here, turn, and then squat. Okay? Excellent. Yes. So this movement, simple, but it's all about visualization. Feel the chi transfer from one end to another. Now, one other thing. I mean, obviously, when we say not tilting too much, doesn't mean that your body is always like flat like this. Yeah? You can have a little slight lean. It's okay. Yeah? So from here, you can have a little leaning, as long as it's not leaning too much. But you can still have a little leaning. So be a bit more relaxed on it. Yeah? So squat like this. Yeah? So not too sort of like this, and then just too dead. You know what I mean? You want the body to feel the actual, you see, you have to have a small lean to make it more relaxed. Okay? If it's too straight, it's the arm is like, it's uncomfortable. Okay? So up, naturally tilt as you turn your head to look up. Squat. So your body is still slightly, not like this. It's very comfortable, isn't it? Yeah? So be a bit more relaxed. The body can lean slightly, but naturally. And then squat. And then turn, look to the other side. And then up. Tilt slightly again. So you have to have a small tilt to make the movement flow a bit. Is that okay? Does it make sense? Okay, good. Yeah, I think most people are doing this one quite nicely. Yeah, very good. Yeah. Now we need to be clear about where the hands presses, how high. So just try to remember, turn, press to just about the level of your lower abdomen. Okay, about lower abdomen. Don't press too. You don't need to press too down. Yeah. Imagine you are actually like a bird. The only thing now most people are doing is a bit rigid. You don't feel like you're flying. You just like flapping your arms, yeah? So you need to feel the wings. Press. Wings, yeah? Now at this point here, your hands should be just about chest level, not too low, just about the chest level. And from here, we just simply rise up and push back and look behind. Relax. Try to feel the relaxation. Up, down. Again, flap your wing down to about the abdomen and then rise. Feel the wings down. Look diagonally behind. Then push behind. Okay? And remember, the hand comes to here, and then you don't need to go any curve. You just simply go out and push. It looks like a curve because you're rising up, that's all. Not because you're pushing at a curve. Okay? So, although it looks like it's pushing at a curve, but because you were down at this point, yeah? So as you push out, it looks like you're going up. Yeah? But that's no good to go and then up. Okay? So, 1, shoulder level, relax like a wing. 2, abdomen. 3, 4, good. 4, 5, relax. Up, flap. Turn to look to the side. Up, diagonal back. Diagonal back. Looking, yeah? And then push and look behind. Now, what happens if you can't turn your head that far? Don't worry. Just turn as much as you can, yeah? And then roll your eyes to the corner and see behind. That's all you need to do. Okay? But most people are doing quite well. Sometimes it's just the arms is a bit too rigid. Yeah? The arms is a bit too rigid. And you need to feel like you're a bird. You're the crane, you know? That's what the name is. 鹤舞, the crane dancing. Looks like a very, rigid crane that is doing the dancing, yeah? So remember, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and obviously double couple times more, and then you finish. Okay, so this is quite simple, except you need to know the position and also the wings. You really need to flap your wings. Push. Relax. Flap. Down. Yeah? No. It's a bit too hard. Okay, good. Now, again, I think everybody's doing quite well with this one. The only thing I would say is, first, when you bring the arms up and open, you tilt your head back. Don't tilt the body back. Okay? So, 养护 doesn't mean that you have to go, like this, yeah? What we want to do is raise the arms, tilt the head back, open, yeah? And then stretch back. When it's open, nearly shoulder level, you stretch back, and then you roll over, and then come down, and then lift to about 大包 point, yeah? And then rub, rise up. Okay? So there's no need to lean body back. You just need to rise up, raise your arms, tilt your head back, open. As you pull the arms back, when you get near to the shoulder level, you just gently chin down. Flip it over, down. You can soften your knees if you like here. And then come up and down. This time, definitely soften your knees, okay? And rise up. Okay, good. So twice, yeah. Open, tilt head back. Open. Pull back, roll, and turn, tilt, chin down. And then come down. You can flex your knees slightly. It doesn't have to be too much. Rise and raise knees. And relax. All the way down to the side of your hip. Yeah? So more or less near the 环跳 point. Yeah? And then up. Okay? 养护. Yeah? So this is more like the massaging your 章门穴 as well as your 环跳. Okay? So remember, don't lean back too much. You just be natural. The aim here is not leaning back. The aim here is tilting the head back and up, open. But then as we come near to the shoulder level, we pull the arms back, chin down, rotate, yeah, rotate. Down slightly. You can flex your knees slightly, but you don't have to bend your knees, yeah? Just slightly up, massage. So with a little rub down, okay? Little rub down and then up. Okay, so this is the few things that you need to pay attention to. All right, so don't lean the body back. Just tilt the head back. Open. Pull and roll. More or less like pull back and roll. More or less the same time. And as you chin down, okay? So from here, pull and roll. Down, up, down. It has to come down, but obviously when you roll, then you're going down. More or less the same time, yes. So come here, yeah? When you actually pull, your chin can come down already. You don't have to sort of come down and then chin down and roll. If you know what I mean. So it becomes like a flow, yeah? Pull. Up. Down. Okay? Yeah? So, and it doesn't have to raise too high. Just under your armpit. And then rub down. Okay? Good. Any other questions? Anyone has any questions on this one? Yeah, this one here, remember, this is to sort of try to stimulate your 章门穴 and your gallbladder meridians. Okay? So it's more like along the side. Okay? Good. Okay, good. More or less, yes, that's right. Yeah. So because you don't want to sort of go like this, yeah. So it's go up, and when the arm's starting to raise past your hands, your head tilts back to look and open. Yeah. And then when you get near to the opening, and then you just chin down as you roll. Pull the arm back and roll over like this. Yeah. Roll over. Pull it back. Roll it over. Down, up. As you massage, imagine you are lifting the heel. You know, lifting the heel and massage. Yeah? Okay, good. Somebody made the noise? Everything okay? Yeah? So just remember, because this is a continuous movement. So in a way, it's unless when we're teaching, obviously we need to have a little distinction on when. So I would say is one here. When you go past the shoulder, your eyes can see your hands, then follow it. Yeah? Don't look down first until your arms come down. So this is Yang Hu. Yeah? It's like lifting to breathe. Yeah? And out and in. Yeah? So as soon as it gets down, your chin can come down and you pull and roll. Pull and roll. Down. You can flex your knee slightly. You don't have to bend it. Yeah, just flex it to make it sort of slightly smoother. But you don't want to sort of bend and bouncy up and down. You just flex your knees slightly. Lift your heels and massage. Okay? Yeah? Good. Any questions from those of you at home? Everybody's good. Excellent. Okay, good. Okay, now I think everybody's doing well. It's just some of the fiddly bit. It's again, is the problem really, yeah? So when we actually step up, one thing you must not forget is the lower hand. As you step, you actually move the lower hand away from the thighs. Okay, don't leave it like this. Again, it's like both arms is extending up and down. Okay, so you actually move and turn it. So but one face forward, one face back. All right, this is one thing you need to pay attention to. Number two, come back, turn your palms. This one can relax again. Turn this palm forward, upward, sorry. And then step in, yeah? And to here, and then you turn both palms up, up. And then collect as if you embrace. Now before, we used to do it like this. We used to turn the palms down and then scoot down, yeah? And then we turn as we squat and rise up to just below your diaphragm down. Okay? But now we tend to do sort of like step back, step back, step in, still going facing up, collect, but then it tends to like sort of smooth it out. Yeah, smooth it out and collect, still facing in and down, and then come to about shoulder level. Sorry, spitting. Squat down and turn the palms. Imagine you're holding a ball. Then you lift it up, press it down. Okay, then the other side, same thing. Remember, your hands is like this. But while you're raising your one hand, you need to extend the other one. So step out, extend, come back, up, up, collect, collect, keeping your legs straight, the hands facing more or less in, and then squat and turn the palms to each other, and then lift up, press. Okay, yeah? So now they're doing it more like sort of flow. You know, they do it more like a little flow. Yeah, in the past we just go in, turn, and down. But now it's like collect and collect. Okay, good. So it becomes a little pressing down as we roll and collect down. Yeah? and then turn palms. So in a way, you can imagine it this way. You gather them together from side to side, and then you gather them together, top to bottom, and then you squat down, hold on to them, lift them up and put them into your dantian. Yeah, so that's probably the easiest ways to understand. Yeah, so when you come back, stretch out this hand, come back, this hand more or less like facing up. And then when you get to the hip, you turn both palms to face up, out and up. So just about shoulder level, starting to turn and collect side to side. Then collect up and down. Gather them together. Lift them up. Fill them in. Okay? Any questions? No? Okay. Let's do that again. Just bear that in mind, yeah? Only one little thing I noticed. Two things, really. Number one is when we actually collect, yeah? Press the hands. You're not pressing down your hands. You're collecting your qi. So your wrist shouldn't be coming down. You should be going relaxingly as if you're scraping them. Once you press them, you just squeeze them away. Yeah? So remember, come here. You see my wrist hasn't really tilted. Just as if we shove it into here, squat, and I turn and hold on to it. Yeah? So no good. No good. You're not doing Tai Chi, yeah? Scooping down. Scoop, scoop, yeah? Okay, good. So from here, turn, scoop. Can you see I won't do my hand? I don't do my body, I just do my hand. You can see my hand. Scoop, scoop, scoop. No scoop. No good. Good. Scoop them, and turn and lift. Okay? Scoop them. So no pressing. No pressing. Scoop. Okay? Good. Excellent. You have to imagine this. You have to imagine, round them up, scoop them in. Don't press them in. Scoop them in. Squat down because it's heavy. And then you turn and hold on to them. And then lift up. Okay? Yeah? Okay, good. Next thing. Not too high. Just about the diaphragm, slightly below, and then press down. Okay? So press up, lift it up to here, roll it over, and press down. Okay? So make sure we don't sort of press it down instead of scooping them in. So wrap them up, scoop them in, lift them up to just here. No, this. Diaphragm, roll them over and down. Okay? Good. Last one. 收式. Yeah. So in a way, okay, when you come to here, you need to bend forward. Yeah? Sorry. Come here, yeah? Bend, you see? Bend. Don't curl your back. Bend forward and scoop them. Scoop them in, yeah? So this is quite easy, yeah? So we just need to remember what we are aiming at. 膻中, 中脘, 丹田, okay? So everybody's doing quite nicely. There's no problems on this one, yeah? Okay, good. So when you come back here, you can give yourself a few seconds to relax before you move and relax. Okay, good. That is quite...
I can't quite remember. Do we just scrape it or do we...
No, scrape it like this. So gentle brush. Gentle brush. You don't have to go like,
Right to it and then up abdomen.
yeah, just like this. Just very gentle. You don't need to do like, dun, 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 no. You just come in, gentle brush. And yeah, you don't need to sort of that and not scrape it like this. It's gentle brush. That's all you need to do. Okay? Just a little brush and open. Yeah, come in. As you come in, near, and then you just go brush. Yeah, and then 丹田, and then just close. Okay, and then relax. Okay, good. Everyone's doing well. Fantastic. Any other questions for the whole routine? Yes? Yes, Penny? Yeah.
Is there no that last bit? Is there no press down?
There is press down, actually, yes. There is a small press and relax. Yeah, there is a small sort of a press and relax. Yeah. So really, it's just, I guess it's just a bit of making it different, you know.
And you interlock your thumb.
You don't have to. You can interlock your thumb as well. Okay, and you can have you have a look. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So it's best to double check. At the end. Yeah, at the end. I think they cross your
Overlap it.
yeah at the thumb. Yes, interlock your thumbs. Yes, yeah. You should overlap, cross them. Yeah, cross the thumb. Yeah, I think 导引养生功12法 we do just overlap. But most of the qigong tend to, or most of the health qigong tend to cross the thumbs, interlock the thumbs. Yeah. So same thing for the ladies, right in, for the men, left in. Okay. It should be pressing down, isn't it?
It says along the belt,
Belt channel,
to
yeah.
the
Hip, then
and
let them hang naturally to the side.
so
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, it does. I don't think it's a major problem, whether it's just go like this and down, or whether it go like this and just relax. I think it's more comfortable to be like this, isn't it? Yeah. But yes, double check anyway. The best thing is look at Wang Zhen's video, YouTube. I can't remember, but I tend to go just like this, relax. But maybe pressing down is more comfortable. I don't know. So we'll check with Wang Zhen's video. Sorry? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's just, yeah. Yeah. That's right, yeah. 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 I guess it's not something that is totally, because at the end there, it's not about, anything. It's just simply relaxing and dispersing the qi back into the body and press down or come down. I guess press down is more like feeling the qi down to your yongquan and relax. Yeah? Okay, good.